Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience. Remember, if the body can get sick, it can also get well. It's about lifestyle. So the choices we make every single day can and will determine the kind of health we're going to have tomorrow. It's about lifestyle. So when it comes down to figuring out what you have going on, so if you've got maybe a high blood pressure or high triglycerides, high cholesterol, or maybe you've got diabetes or prediabetes and you're trying to figure it out, remember this: you can get out of it. All right, hope is some of the best medicine we could ever have, and it's not false hope. You think, well, my doctor told me I'm going to be on this medicine forever. Well, only if your habits stay like they are forever. Remember, 85% of the root cause of most health challenges has the root in environmental and emotional toxicity. So, our lifestyle habits matter more than just about anything else. All right, 10 to 15% are genetic. It's what grandma and grandpa have passed down to us. So we can radically change our lives by radically changing our lifestyle choices. It matters. It's not a bunch of junk and hype. It's true. It's science, and it works. So the power of that lies in our hands. You can either eat the donut or the baked fish. You can have the French fries or the broccoli. You choose each and every day. So it's about balance, and it's about keeping it real with what you do each and every day. All right. Aspirin resistance may make strokes worse. So people who are resistant to aspirin, so you think about being resistant to an antibiotic, but what about being resistant to aspirin? Ever thought about that? Interesting. So to be at risk for larger, more severe strokes, South Korean researchers have looked into this. Doctors prescribe low-dose aspirin, right, the baby aspirin, for an avoidance against strokes, but for 28% of stroke patients, a new study says that it doesn't keep blood from clotting, and you got to be really careful. Aspirin resistance is what it's called, and it's the most important predictor of severe strokes and large stroke size in patients taking aspirin before having a stroke. Dr. Mi-sun Woo of the Department of Neurology and Hallam University College of Medicine in Seoul, Korea, says that about aspirin resistance isn't known, so they don't really know what causes it. But they're saying that the clots that break loose can travel to the brain and cause ischemic strokes, which is something they're very concerned about. In patients in high risk for strokes with aspirin resistance, there's a lot of different anti-clotting drugs that have to be looked at. Dr. Ralph Sacco, who's the chairman of neurology at the University of Miami Miller School of Medicine, said the new research sheds light on the aspirin-stroke relationship. The study fits with the premise that aspirin can help with strokes, but not with everyone. So there's some options you can look into if you deal with stroke, or you're predisposed, or there's a family history, or maybe you've had some mini strokes, some TIAs, something like that. There's some research out between vitamin K2 and vitamin E. Now they're catalyst or antagonist of each other. So one actually does a completely different thing than the other. However, you want to talk to your doctor, look at your numbers, and see if they'll work with you from a natural perspective, and use maybe vitamin E per se, which can work really, really well to thin the blood out. Or look at the different options, see where your blood is, what the blood values are, and they can give you options on what to do. Because an aspirin may not be your best option. And they're telling us this right here in some of the studies. So just be cautious. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. You're listening to the InShape Network. Check out the website. Go to InShapeNetwork.com. There you'll get all kinds of information to help you with your health and with your life. Let's go to Karen on the phones. Hi, Karen.
Yes, I have hands that feel like clay, and the fingertips feel like sawdust. And just to touch different kinds of material, it's really bothers you. It's not numb or anything like that. It just feels like my hand is clay. I got clay on it, and the fingertips feel like it's sawdust on it. Nobody knows what is happening to me.
Yeah, nobody knows what's really going on. I would get some testing done. There, believe it or not, from a neurological perspective, you want to have that looked at. And I would see a neurologist and see exactly what they would say as far as some of the testing goes. Now, also, there could be something as simple as food allergies in play here. And that's why I would get some testing done to figure out if you have any allergies that are going on that could be some of the root cause of what's happening. I'm a big fan of seeing exactly what what the issue is, and making sure that the key to what you have going on is labeled in the test. You don't want to just guess, take this, take that, try this, try that. You don't want to do that. And when you have kind of that numbness and feeling, it could be a simple neuropathy. You could have a vitamin B6 deficiency. There's a lot of could be's, and there's certain foods that can help with that, but the testing matters. And that's why getting with a lifestyle specialist really, really can make a difference. And that's what you want to look at. I mean, someone that understands lifestyle medicine and that can build a good, solid game plan around it is the key. That's what you want to shoot for. Our lifestyle providers are always around to help you go to the next level with your health and your life. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call. You're listening to On Call here on the InShape Network. And so if you haven't checked out InShape Network, go to InShapeNetwork.com and you'll find all kinds of original programming content. It's all health. We're an all health digital network 24/7. We've got radio shows, television shows, and original content that you can find there. People always want to know, how can I listen to this show? Or I missed something. Is there a podcast or something? Go to InShape Network. You'll find it. And if you want to catch a television show that's on each and every day in over 250 cities across the country and now being aired around the world in different channels, you can go to InShapeNetwork.com and be on demand with us from your phone, your tablet, or your computer anytime. So a lot of great ways to catch us. We're a 24-hour, get in your face, make it happen. Lifestyle is medicine. Coming from America's health coach to empower you to live an extraordinary life. You know why? Because you can. You really can thrive in your health. You really can make an impact. You really can make a difference. You really can. But the question is, will you? That's the question. Will you? Can you? Make a difference. It's all about the choices you make every single day. The food you eat, the air you breathe, the water you drink. It is about you. And no one can do it for you. I can't do it for you. Your doctor can't do it for you. Your friends, your family members, your coworkers, your loved ones. No one can take responsibility for your health but you and for you. On this show, we're going to do that. At the network, we will do that. We'll be right back. If you're looking for increased strength, increased endurance, and better recovery, then look no further than an all-natural nutritional supplement called creatine hydrochloride. Concrete is the brand, and it's the most absorbable form of creatine hydrochloride found today. Now, creatine is not just for athletes. You've probably heard that before, but creatine hydrochloride is for the everyday person looking to improve their health. Listen, I started taking creatine in college when I was a strength and conditioning coach at Florida State University, and I've taken it ever since my college years, and it's made a massive difference in my life. Everything in my body, I believe, is functioning better because of creatine. Creatine hydrochloride I've moved over to using Concrete, and it is the best form of creatine on the market. Concrete creatine hydrochloride is available at most Walmart stores and on Walmart.com or any store that carries nutritional supplements. Just make sure to look for Concrete brand creatine hydrochloride and watch your endurance, your strength, and your recovery and your immune system get boosted today.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
Check us out on the InShape Network. Easy to find us there each and every day. You're listening to On Call. We're here for you to help you go to the next level with your health and with your life. And don't forget, something really important here on the show is that we want to help you reach your goals. I mean, that's what it's about. So if you're struggling with losing weight, need to lose 30 pounds, you're taking 5 different medications, or maybe you've been diagnosed with something new and you're scared and don't know what to do, it's okay. I mean, we're here for you. That's what we want to do, is help you go to the next level. We don't want you to struggle. We want you to really be helped and to be able to follow through with what your goals are. And you can. So it doesn't matter if it's diabetes, heart disease, arthritis, whatever it is. Remember, if the body can get sick, it can also get well. It is about lifestyle. So our lifestyles, our medicine. So what we do every day matters. Really does. Let's go to Mary on the phones. Hi, Mary.
I have recently been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I would just like to know, what can I do to help me out? What prescribe, or what do you recommend to help me out? Because I'm having a problem with adjusting and dealing with this.
Darling, I'll tell you what, Mary. Here's the deal. Fibromyalgia, there's two schools of thought in the medical world. There is a school of thought that it's not really there, meaning it's kind of like, well, we don't really think it's a diagnosis. Then there's a pretty solid diagnosis of, yeah, well, people do have it. The first line of treatment for fibromyalgia, which is when you have that achiness all over, is to put someone on what's called an antidepressant. And there's different ones that people use. The reason they do that is because the theory is that there's low serotonin in the body. The low serotonin causes a lot of the issues within the body. So if you get serotonin levels up, a lot of the aches and pains go away. The person feels better. They don't feel depressed. They feel strong. Now, the other key to look at is the fact that there might be some other issues going on with inflammation in the digestive tract. So you might just be having a poor diet. So here's some keys for fibromyalgia. And you can take the medicine like your doctor talks about. That's fine. No big deal. But the other key that you want to look at is to make sure, without a shadow of a doubt, that you're getting in good quality proteins, okay? Lean quality proteins, chicken, fish, beef, or eggs. Good healthy fats in your diet every day, about 30% of your diet in fats, healthy fats, almonds, walnuts, cashews, avocados, fish oils, salmon, mackerel, tuna, any of the good fish like that. So you want to make sure that you're getting in the right kind of foods every day. Now, once you do that, and you're doing that on a regular basis, then that's step number one. The other key, because that's going to help build up your serotonin levels naturally. You can use things like 5-HTP if you're not using any medications, and you talk to your doctor about things like that, St. John's wort. Some of that helps, but you got to be cautious. You don't want to just take a supplement and wing it. All right? Now, your eating habits have got to be balanced. You want to cut out a lot of the carbs, the flour-based foods. I don't really say no carbs because fruits and vegetables like peas, beans, you can do a lot of the any kind of vegetables and fruits. That actually gives you, if you eat fruits and vegetables, you're eating 200 plus carbs a day. It's not like it's down to 30. So you're getting plenty of carbohydrates, which is good for the brain, good for your muscles, good for activity levels and energy, right? So if you switch out and do mostly fruits and vegetables for your carbs, it's going to help a lot, cuts down the inflammation quite a bit. But fibromyalgia can be a challenge. You've got to cut down the inflammation, get serotonin levels balanced. And our lifestyle providers, of course, we see that all the time, but you just want to make sure you get it balanced. That is a huge, huge key. All right. Thanks so much for the call. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Lines are open. Questions about your health. You give us a call. Go to the website. Go to InShapeNetwork.com. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Network. All kinds of original programming content. If you catch the show, the replay of the show, there at the website, podcast, and also our television show and other TV shows that we produce are on the InShape Network. You can go there, find the information there, check it out, and, of course, growing each and every day. It's an all-digital health online network. You don't want to miss it. Right on your phone, tablet, InShapeNetwork.com. Infertility is a hot topic. Of course, fertility clinics have popped up all over the U.S. and despite a rise in the power of these fertility treatments, meaning that they are very, very good, we're now seeing the U.S. women of childbearing age decreasing in their fertility. So it's about an 8% decline right now from what it used to be. And many people think the difficulties in getting pregnant are increasing because of the greater use of fertility treatments in vitro, but that's not shown in the data. They're saying more it's about lifestyle. It's just we're seeing many women are having children later in life than past decades, and that involves the fertility issues. So women just aren't having kids at 22 and 23 anymore. They're doing it more in their 30s. And so especially the millennials and that generation are just waiting longer. And there's a lot more protected sex than we used to see back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So the big campaigns that they were on back then now kind of served well, and people are doing a lot more protected sex now. So there's a lot of, but the infertility is pretty amazing, and you're just seeing it. So people that want to have kids are really struggling, and that's what you want to look at. I mean, you really want to figure out some of the main reasons. So we get called a lot, emailed a lot, what to do for fertility. Let me just give you a couple of tips that we know in science that helps, okay? Number one, the guys need to be taking zinc on a regular basis. Whether you take it in a supplement form, you get it from eating more meat or nuts and seeds, but your zinc levels really do matter. Zinc helps to produce the testosterone. It also helps to produce sperm counts. So if you have low zinc, you're going to have low sperm, period. The other thing is, stress levels. If both parties are stressed, mom and dad or husband and wife, that's going to be a challenge, okay? Because stress levels yield to lower fertility rates. And then also making sure your diet is good. Anti-inflammatory based diet, keep your fats up to 30%. That's going to make sure hormone levels are retaining at their highest peak levels. All that matters. And then look at your pituitary gland function. If you haven't tested that out, get on and get with your doctor. Have them check your GH levels and make sure everything's functioning well, because the pituitary gland controls everything else in the body. If it's not working right, not many of the hormone areas will work right. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Network. Check us out, InShapeNetwork.com. We'll be right back with more Healthy Talk Radio. Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
That's 888-283-7272. Welcome back to the show. Check us out on the web. Go to InShapeNetwork.com. Our lifestyle providers are healthcare providers in your area that believe the same way we do. All this nutrition and lifestyle-based care that we talk about, all that information is there at the site and can help you go to that next level with your health and your life. That is what it's all about. Now, I talk a lot about foods that bring health to the body and foods that bring health or can take health out of the body. Our food is our best medicine in so many different ways, and I always highlight different foods because I think it's some of the most powerful medicine that we can put inside of our body each and every day. Our lifestyle is our medicine, and it starts with what we eat. We are what we eat, just like Granny taught, right? Ever since we were little. So garlic is what I'm talking about today. Now, garlic is something that you think, ugh, but we eat it on food all the time. It makes it taste really good. But if you eat garlic cloves, probably will not have the best breath. But you have great ability to be able to the antioxidant benefits and everything that's inside of the garlic has got so much power into how it affects the body. Amazing. So a lot of the health benefits of garlic, pretty strong as well. It's known as a natural health remedy. It's antibacterial, which is really interesting. It helps to control a lot of the viral, fungal, and yeast and worm infections, believe it or not. Fresh garlic is thought to play a role in preventing food poisoning like E. coli and salmonella. So a lot of people have used it to treat skin infections too. Rubbing the garlic oil over skin can really help tremendously. Blood thinning, it's got a lot of properties in that area as well that can help. Reduces blood pressure. Angiotensin 2 is a protein that helps the blood vessels contract, thereby increasing blood pressure. The allicin in garlic blocks the activity of the angiotensin 2 and helps to reducing blood pressure, which is pretty amazing. Can protect the heart too. Garlic protects the heart against cardiovascular issues like heart attacks and atherosclerosis. So the anti-clotting properties can really be beneficial that you find in garlic. It has the ability to lower the triglycerides, which can be a real issue with heart disease, and total cholesterol, which can reduce a lot of the plaquing formation that we can see. Combats allergies. Garlic's known to have anti-inflammatory properties that can fight against allergies by cutting down on the sulfur that does not get broken down in the body. Pretty interesting. Remedy for respiratory issues. So a lot of daily use of garlic can reduce the frequency of number of colds, and the properties help in treating throat irritations like asthma. And diabetes, garlic increases insulin resistance and regulates blood sugar levels in diabetics. And cancer. So it's been a big one in cancer. Matter of fact, a lot of natural cancer protocols, people use garlic quite a bit. And the daily intake of garlic has been found to lower the risk of most types of cancer, they say. According to the studies, the diallyl sulfide found in garlic inhibits the transformation of a lot of the cells into carcinogens. It improves iron metabolism, which is really interesting. So if you do a blood test called ferritin, a lot of people look at that and they don't really know what it is. And some doctors really don't order it that much. But ferritin's actually quite important. Ferritin shows it's kind of like the storage tank for iron. And putting that in the body and getting or understanding where it is in the body can make a big difference. Well, garlic helps that process. So you may have enough iron in the body, but if you're not getting it into the cells, that's what matters. Because when you get enough iron into the cell, that's what increases oxygen overall. Makes a big difference, and garlic can help do that. All right. So there's a lot of great properties of garlic. Most people recommend eating a clove or two of garlic a day. And I'm seeing now more cardiologists, because of the heart health factor of what it can do, doing that type of concept and making a big impact. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Radio Network. Go to InShapeNetwork.com. You can check us out there. All kinds of original programming content. And you'll find everything for your tablet, your iPhone, or your computer. You can watch and listen to this content. We've got our television show on there as well, plus other TV shows we're producing. You can check that out. And, of course, get all the help that you need when it comes to your health. Find out the tips and tricks that will encourage you to go to that next level with your health and life. All right, let's go to Mark on the phones. Hi, Mark.
My problem is a bad skin rash on my face, like in the middle of my forehead, my nose, under my eyes, and it keeps coming back. They keep giving me all kinds of creams and have me in the hospital and everything, but nothing seems to help. And I keep hearing about this gluten and stuff, and I was wondering, I'd like to know more about it.
Well, the gluten itself, and one of the things you got to look at, and this is, anytime you have a skin condition, you always want to remember it's coming from the inside out, not the outside in, right? So understanding that it comes from the inside out will let you know that you've got to look at it as what's going on. Is it yeast? Is it fungal type of issues in the gut? What really is causing my body to act this way or react this way? And that's the key. You have to look at that first and foremost. And one of the things that you have to look at, too, which I think is an absolute key, is to make sure you're giving your body what it needs. So cutting down on the inflammatory-based foods, eating an anti-inflammatory-based diet on a regular basis, equal amounts of lean protein sources like chicken, fish, beef, or eggs, low glycemic carbohydrates in the form of fruits and vegetables, and then good healthy fats, your almonds, your walnuts, your cashews, your avocados. Eating those on a regular basis can make a tremendous difference to help you kind of build the kind of health you're looking for. It's your best health insurance. I mean, your own habits are your best insurance more than anything. So I would focus on good omega-3s like cod liver oil, salmon oil, something like that. A couple tablespoons a day is what I typically use for myself, and always can make a big difference with your skin. And then the other thing you want to look at is you want to look at probiotics. Now, probiotics, like one of my favorite is Theralac. Go to Theralac.com. Amazing. Okay, Theralac is probably the best probiotic I've ever seen. The manufacturing of it is important. They're live cultures. A lot of people say live cultures, but they're not. Theralac, I know the way they're produced. I take it every day. That is my probiotic, is Theralac. So I would encourage you to look at that. But that for skin health, rashes, any of that sort of thing makes a tremendous difference. So getting the right amount of probiotics coming in, the right of omega-3s can make a tremendous difference. Now, you can also look at wormwood and black walnut. Those can play a big role as well. But yeah, I would definitely look in that realm to figure that game plan out. Okay, you got to have a good solid piece all the way around to make that difference. All right, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Lines are open with questions about your health. Give us a call. Go to the website. Go to InShapeNetwork.com. That's InShapeNetwork.com. There we can empower your health and your life with all that you have going on. Because remember, your health is your greatest wealth. We're going to Gloria now. Hi, Gloria.
I was just calling because I have a problem where whenever I drink caffeine or have coffee, I end up getting kind of short of breath. And when I try to yawn after drinking coffee or having any caffeine of any kind, I can't complete my yawn. It's almost like I can't get enough air in my lungs.
Yeah, one of those issues. Totally get what you're coming from, where you're coming from. Now, one of the challenges with caffeine is that if you have any type of autoimmune condition going on in the body, which is very possible, okay? Autoimmune means that the immune system is attacking itself for whatever reason. So one of the keys you have to look at, and this is important, is if the body it reacts to caffeine in a negative way, you probably have one of the sides of what we call the immune system that's overactive. And you want to calm that down. You can't get rid of it, but you can put a dimmer switch on it, so to speak. And there's certain foods. If you go to our website, you can find all kinds of protocols and information there that can help you. Okay? So you want to go to the website and check that out, because the reality is you want to be able to figure out what your body's, what the issues are there, and our lifestyle providers can dig in and figure out. You've got to have some blood work done, whether you go to your doctor or whomever, and they have to figure out what side of the immune system is overactive and which side is dormant, and you can feed that. Now, caffeine, when you're drinking a lot of caffeine, if you get a negative impact from that, like achy joints, don't feel good, skin reacts, there's an issue there. And it's not a big deal, because if you feel like you don't have any energy unless you drink caffeine, believe it or not, if you get that side of your immune system settled down, your energy levels will go through the roof on the other side. Okay, but you have to figure out what side is being impacted. So that's what I would encourage you. And it's not just a trial and error. You really want to get some lab work done to figure that out. It's a big piece of what can do that. Rheumatoid arthritis is really big now, and adding fish to your diet can cut the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis in half, they say. Now, fish intake, I'm a huge fan. Even if you go straight up vegan, or if you're vegetarian, please do a lot of fish and eggs for your protein. I am a big believer of that. I think it makes a big difference. Well, a study is published in the Annals of Rheumatic Disease. They looked at questionnaires sent between 1987 and 1990 from about 32,000 Swedish women, and later a follow-up survey. And the women detailed their eating habits and their health, and only 205 of the 32,000 women said they were newly diagnosed with RA during the follow-up. So fish is high in omega-3 fatty acids, which medical researchers have found is good for a number of health conditions, including heart disease, and there's a lot of growing evidence. But omega-3s can help prevent or reduce the chance of triggering the condition. So get it from your fish. Cod liver oil is great as well. But again, fish oil is just that old school remedy that works. It's been around forever, and we know for a fact of what it can do, especially if you have arthritis. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Network. Check us out, InShapeNetwork.com. All your network needs for TV, radio, app, web, we got it all, and our lifestyle providers there as well. Are you ready to chow? It's time for Ketochow. When it comes to eating healthy, the keto diet has become one of the nutrition leaders in optimizing health, losing unwanted weight, and reaching your health and wellness goals. No extravagant cooking, no long kitchen cleanup, and most importantly, especially for me, it's convenient. Just put quality Ketochow powder in a bottle, add some heavy whipping cream or your favorite fat, a little water, and boom, shake it up and you're ready to chow. Ketochow tastes amazing. So make Ketochow easy for you and your family today with Ketochow. Let's go chow. Visit Ketochow online at ketochow.xyz. That's ketochow.xyz. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Network. Check us out, InShapeNetwork.com. All kinds of great health programming and all health digital network. So you want to learn how to eat, live healthy, what kind of medicine's good, alternative medicine, fitness levels, workouts, the whole 9 yards. You'll find it at the InShape Network. Let's go to the phones and talk to Walter. Hi, Walter.
I just had a question about alkalized water. I don't know much about alkalized water at all, but I mean, from what I hear, it's supposed to be good for you. So, I just like to know the benefits of it and if there are any cons or side effects or anything like that to be aware of. Appreciate the information.
Sure. And one of the keys you've got to look at, and again, with anything that has to do with water, you want to make sure that you're giving your body the highest quality possible. Toxins can be in just about every area, okay? So there's different types of ways of detoxing the body. You can use certain supplements. There's certain protocols that work to help detox the body. But for water, purest water is distilled water. It is. Now, there's different types of Kangen water. There's spring water. There's all kinds of different water, right? I'm a big fan of just getting the water in as long as it doesn't have a lot of inorganic minerals in it or a lot of the standard chemicals that are in tap water, which I just don't like. And that's just my personal opinion. So distilled water will give you the purest form of water on a regular basis. And again, if you're eating good quality foods, then because distilled water on its own can pull out some of the good minerals as well from your body, and that's what you want to avoid. But if you're eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, a healthy diet, balanced, that sort of thing, you're going to get all of that back in anyway. So what you don't want to do is have an overuse of minerals built up in the body. That can really cause havoc and cause some areas to be a little bit challenged. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Network. Check us out, InShapeNetwork.com. This is America's Health Coach, here to coach you each and every day. It's well understood that sugar contributes to obesity. Now, we're at almost 70% of people being overweight in this country. About 40% are obese. Crazy. Okay? So the Americans consume too much sugar. We know it. Sugar's toxic to mice, even at the levels that might seem safe. Researchers at the University of Utah gave mice a diet of 25% extra sugar, the equivalent of a healthy human diet plus 3 cans of soda a day. The female mice on this diet died twice at the rate of the controlled mice. Though the male mice did not experience the same effect, they didn't reproduce as well as the mice on the normal sugar diet. So just a little bit of extra sugar can make that much of a difference between death and also between reproduction. Just in something as simple as that. The American Heart Association recommends that women consume no more than 6 teaspoons of added sugar a day, while men should have no more than 9 teaspoons a day of added sugars. And this is all in soft drinks, candy, cookies, and other desserts. Just stay off the sugar. I mean, it's real easy. I mean, use stevia. Stevia is a great sweetener, and it is made from a plant. It does really well in the body, and plus it's got some research on it that can help with blood pressure levels as well. So I mean, it's a great tip food to use on a regular basis. Big key. 888-283-7272. You're listening to On Call on the InShape Network. If you haven't found a lifestyle provider, someone in your area that believes the same way we do, all this nutrition and lifestyle-based care we talk about, go to the website, go to InShapeNetwork.com. And there you'll find all kinds of tips to be able to help you go to that next level with your health and your life, and find a provider in your area that can help you, coach you, and take you by the hand. That is what it's all about. Let's go to Norma now. Hi, Norma.
I would like to find out some things about losing your hair, something terribly, and having a lot of sweats, night sweats. I am overweight, and I am a diabetic.
Well, all right, here's the deal. One of the keys you have to look at, and really one of the big challenges that you want to look at with hair loss, you got to figure out where it's coming from. Now, a lot of people think that it could be mineral deficiencies. That's one of the first kind of thoughts or triggers that you would think about, is a mineral deficiency of some kind. And it's possible. But you also could have other factors. You could have maybe a thyroid condition. There could be another hormone condition with the pituitary gland. So I always recommend, when you have hair loss, to go to your physician and get some blood work done. Have them check out your overall numbers, see exactly what they are, and then build a game plan around it, because if not, you're just going to guess. And what you don't want to do is just try this, try that, do this, do that. You don't want to guess. You want to know that you know that you know that you know exactly what it is. And that is going to fare the best and fare well with you, rather than just leave you kind of not really knowing. Okay? So in my opinion, that's one of the best ways to go, is check it out. You have them do some tests, and then, again, you'll figure it out. I mean, because the reality is hair doesn't just start falling out for no reason. I mean, there's genetic reasons, but it's only like 10%. So there's usually a deficiency in the body. And typically for a female, it'll grow back. So be encouraged. I know you probably have beautiful hair and you're freaking out. It's all right. It can grow back. Just have to figure out what the underlying cause is. That's the key. All right. Thanks so much. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Now, if you call the show and you don't get in, keep calling. We do have multiple lines, and we always want to take your calls. Plus, our TV show is on every single day. 52 million viewers now we're up to, in about 250 cities across the country. So if you want to catch it, you can't find it in your local listings, go to InShapeNetwork.com. There you can stream it right there on your phone, your tablet, or your computer, and watch it on demand. It's health on demand. That's what the show, the network is all digital, all health, all 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, to empower you, encourage you, and help you to live the life you were designed to live. Puts another hour in the charts. I want to thank our producer, engineer John Garrison, and the rest of the team. Go tell one person something you learned on the show. Together, we can transform the health of our friends, our families, and our communities. You're listening to the show that helps you get well, stay well, and live well.
Did you know you could listen to the ASA RX audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the ASA RX audio experience with others and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.